So the Ford Mach-E. So today we're going to go through this car. It's probably the only electric car that I've seen so far that's been released that I've actually been really interested in. That's mainly because it's a Ford, and fast Fords tend to be pretty fun. As you can see, 0-60 in 3.7 seconds. It's no slow coach. Also, the range is actually pretty respectable, 310 miles, which is pretty good. And yeah, I'm just going to go through it, explain it about it, and big thanks to like a subscriber and a viewer who just messaged and commented in another video to say, can you do a video about the Mach-E? So I thought, yeah, let's do it. So that's what my channel is kind of all about. Bit around the community of people who like cars. I tend to do fast forward content plus VW and a bit of Porsche. So yeah, check back on other content if you're interested. But let's go through everything about this car. Now, available in Europe, there's a couple near me actually that I've seen, and yeah, let's go through what we think. So I've just gone through the stats there. They've got a few sort of like cool little images just on the Ford sort of homepage, but nothing really to shout about. If we scroll down a little bit around the design, the way to charge it, what do you lot think about the looks? I think it's quite a good looking car. You know, it doesn't look too big, but it doesn't look too small. I think it's got a really good balance actually. It would be interesting to know what it actually drives like. That would be, you know, let me know in your comments if you have got one. Any feedback on this car would be fantastic. And I know a lot of my viewers check back in the comments and they will find it really useful, as will I. So yeah, for sure, get involved in the comments in this video just to help other people out. They've got some cool videos here. You know, I won't go through it fully, but let's just see. Yeah, it's just some more pictures basically of the car. Yeah, what do you think? Some close-ups there. Got the Mustang, obviously Mustang Mach-E. So, you know, not exactly your traditional V8, but obviously it's got the design tweaks of a Mustang. This being the GT. And it's got sort of like the Tesla type display as well, and I believe they actually Ford work a little bit in partnership, I believe with VW actually, with some of the electric components, particularly obviously for like the batteries and stuff, because obviously it's a massive amount to develop this kind of stuff, so they need all the help they can get for sure. So that's what I understand, and it's good to see manufacturers kind of coming together to kind of, well, ultimately battle Tesla, because Tesla have had about a decade's advantage over everyone else. But yeah, certainly from these images it looks pretty cool, nice and simplistic. I like that. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to know. I really do want to test one out. Again, there is a Ford dealer near me, so I can probably check one out and get a bit close up to it. But again, if you do have one, let people know in the comments. That range is the interesting thing. Can it do 310 miles, or you know, can it at least get like to 250 miles? That would be quite good. And yeah, certainly the future, and it's coming whether or not we like it. Here's some of the models as well. So you've got the Mach-E all-wheel drive from £46,600. You've then got the Mach-E for £41,330. The Mach-E first edition from £58,000 in that, similar to the Focus ST edition blue and the Fiesta ST edition blue. And then the Mach-E GT, 67,000 miles. The range is obviously the main thing here. Mach-E all-wheel drive as well. Doesn't exactly say the range from the other models, but let's go through it all. Okay, there you go. So 335 mile range sort of shown there. Dual motor electric all-wheel drive, 0-65.1 seconds. 379 mile range. So the longest range is actually the cheapest car. So I'd probably almost straight away lean for that, because that's why you want to get decent miles. That's really good actually. I'm really impressed. And obviously the further up the edition you go, it doesn't even say the range for this one, it just says it's got a panorama roof. Kind of says it all. 310 miles, yeah, so that's interesting, really interesting. And then obviously they've got the class leading acceleration. All electric cars have this one trick pony of being stupidly quick if you're not familiar with the torque that they deliver. Yeah, 3.7 seconds doesn't surprise me, and even 5 seconds is more than quick enough. That's what my Golf R can do, and it's not a slow car, so even the slowest car here is pretty quick. And at 40 grand, that's not bad. I mean, this looks like a proper size family car, sort of almost like that mid SUV kind of type style. Yeah, lots of connectivity, obviously the future. And yeah, there's a little bit of facts. So let's build and price one as well. It does say there's a lot of like limited availability. And let's build and price a car, because I think that'll be the thing that you're interested in, just to see the options. I'm interested too. Again, let me know what you think. You know, if you're going to go down the electric route, is this where you'd go, or would you lean towards Tesla or whatever? I'm going to try and keep this as real world as possible. So rather than going for the nearly £70,000 GT mode, I'm going to go for, actually this one's range of 273 miles. So it is a little bit less, but still respectable. But I think price is, it means a lot to a lot of people. So let's start with the cheapest one and kind of move on from there. Rear wheel drive or all wheel drive. Look at that extended range. That's where they get you. So I would go for extended range. I mean, you've got to 294 PS, 0-67 seconds, 430 newton meters of torque. Still a quick car. That's rear wheel drive, sorry, as well. Obviously the colours, it's expensive for paint. Wow. Which I quite like black. I've seen a lot in sort of like the silver and the grey knocking around. That seems like a very popular colour. That looks very nice actually. Oh, we're already up to 51,000, and this is one of the cheaper cars with obviously the range extender. Looks nice inside. Really nice. Limited options, which I like. Yeah, you're not going to need all that. Mud flaps, yeah, I mean, that's nice. That is nice not to have too many crazy options. £51,000. Interesting. There was one, it showed a battery that I was interested in here. Okay, so there's nothing really else. Okay, so let's go straight all the way back to, let's go for the all-wheel drive model. That might be quite popular away from the GT. Again, range extender, I know it's probably going to cost more, but look at this, 580 newton meters of torque. That's really good. Oh, infinite blue. That looks nice. 58 grand. I'm guessing that's where the price comes in. How much cheaper is it for the Okay, it's about 10 grand for the range extender. It's just gone down to 47,000. That's why not everyone will pick it. I suppose you could buy a little car on the side for 10 grand. That's interesting. Again, options, it just tends to be around the drivetrain, this being all-wheel drive. Interesting stuff. Let's go for the daddy of the range, which is the GT. I think that's that's literally the maximum you can do. This one is less than 5 seconds to 60, starting from 67,000. You can only get the range extender, which is a 10 grand option. Didn't even say, which is really interesting, but that's why. Only a couple of colours. And they're all free. That's good. I like that. Unfortunately, this model is currently sold out. Dark matter grey. I'm a bit of a sucker for grey cars, as you probably know if you follow my channel regularly with my Golf R. But I think if you want to shout about it, the Grabber Blue or the Cyber Orange really do look the part. Look at that. Wow. Looks nice. They kind of nailed this one, haven't they? This is sort of like a resale colour though, I guess, in dark matter grey, but hey, if you only live once, go for something a bit more out there. I like, no real major options. Performance seats, okay. Big side bolsters there. Exterior, yeah, we've seen that. Okay, a lot of sort of stuff as standard. You can remove it if you don't want the roof. I don't know why you'd want to remove it. So basically it comes with everything. So that's not a bad car to pick. Okay, it's nearly £70,000, which is a lot for a Ford. But you're getting a car that can do 0-60 in less than 10 seconds. Has a range of over 300 miles. Looks really nice from my view. I guess that's the only problem really. You get all these sort of like wall mount chargers and stuff, and that's it adds up to the price, doesn't it? And that doesn't matter what model you get, whether you get the £40,000 one or you don't. there are other costs involved. I mean, for example, like I live in an apartment that doesn't really make it easy to charge a car. I know they're sort of introducing things, particularly in around the UK and just outside London or around London, where you can charge your car in like the lamppost on the side of the road, which does look cool. Just looking at this, 860 newton meters of torque, 487 PS. No wonder I can do 0-16 3.7. 310 miles. That's a bit of a mega car, isn't it? That is mega. So let me know what you think of the Ford Mustang Mach-E. I really wanted to go through this car to understand a little bit myself and to kind of share it with you guys. It is the future, and I think, to be fair, models like this kind of give me a little bit of hope, to be honest. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you do own one, let others know your thoughts. I think that's the main part of my channel. It kind of shares information. That's all I kind of wanted it to be about. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers, guys.